Hey, so this is just me using Unity right now, and one of the problems with Unity is that out of the box it doesn't support blend shapes in Maya, or morph targets, otherwise known as. And the thing is, if you want to do any serious animations with like things like the facial expressions, or even just changing someone's body type, you can't do it all with bones. You really do need morph targets, and morph targets are, in my opinion, just more precise for certain things. For example, if I have this character here, and using Megafiers, which adds mesh deformations to Unity, and it's really great. Like, for example, I could add in I can actually now manipulate my morph targets, which I created in Maya, in Unity, and I could and I can make all this accessible to Unity in animations and otherwise. So one thing to note that is when you make these different morph targets available in Unity's built-in animation editor, so far as I know, you can't edit it by script because one overrides the other. So make sure that if you're going to use Unity and you're going to use Megafiers to add mesh deformations, then what you want to make sure you do is just use things in the animation editor that you would change, that you would let be completely controlled by Unity, while things that you want to script and never use in animations, you can just change that independently. For example, these are the characters, and I can make this guy more overweight if I wanted to. Now this is something that I'm actually going to disable right now, because I don't want this available in the animation screen here under these values here. I can actually make all these values here morphable in the animation editor, and then save those animations so that I can replay the animation. For example, if I want to do a talking animation, then I would go through and tween a general talking animation using these different lip phonetic markers, and I could animate all that, and I could save it as an animation. Like I can make a generic one. I could make one perfectly synced to audio if I wanted to. But for other things like body type, let's say I want to add a skinny jean to this guy, I'm not going to animate that. I'm actually going to change it by code to make it always on, in other words. So I already added my own character customizer script here, and right now what it does is it randomizes the morph targets. So for example, if I set into play, right now it's already randomized the characters, and I've made it so that when I press spacebar, I can just randomize the skin, the eye colors, the shape of the body. So as you can see, I press spacebar and they change on the fly right now, and this is all possible because of Megafiers, and these textures are changed through code that's actually just possible in Unity on its own. So remember that the textures you have to code on your own. It's not included in Megafiers. Megafiers just changes the morph targets. So the guy getting fatter or skinnier, or having more muscle, the person's eyes changing shape. Like you see, like at one point it's more like an Asian person's eyes, whereas sometimes the nose might change and the lips might change to be someone more from Africa. And those are a product of Megafiers functions, whereas the textures changing for the eyes and for the body and the head, those are handled just through Unity and just through the script. So this is really useful, especially if you want to make a game with a lot of customizable characters. It would be really nice if this was built into Unity, but it's not. Megafiers was pretty cheap though by comparison. It's only 150 bucks. At least that's the price I got it for. It's probably going to go up after a while when there's more features added to it. But yeah, so if you want to do anything that involves character customization like this, or even just like working with cars or other objects that somehow deform, then Megafiers is the way to go. And I'm not that great with coding myself. I mean, I have some experience, but I'm really more of a cut and paste kind of guy. And I was able to get it up and running, and also the support for this product is really great. Every time I email the guy, he replies like almost right away, and he even basically hands me like code that's actually better than what I write sometimes if I just email them for help.